could be considered as part of the gauntlet that our chairman, Stuart Wharf, is going to be making the Gunslinger run. Nonetheless, here it is, the Gunslinger, Matt Asadar, and the United States champion, the Architect of Annihilation, Knight, to take on Perfection, Bryce Ketterley, and the Diamond of the Business, Austin Knight. Our main event tonight on VWE Friday Night Edge. We were supposed to see Samantha Foxy, the Dark Siren, taking on the Absolute Legend, Viola Beaumont. Samantha Foxy attacked backstage by some unknown assailant. We mentioned at the beginning of the show there was an entire field of women that will be competing in the Queen of the Arena tournament. It could be any one of them. Or it could be someone we don't even know about. That's just it. At this point, we do not know. But what we do know is we've got a main event for you right now. It's tag team action between Knight and the Gunslinger, Matt Asadar. Knight, of course, the United States champion, taking on the Diamond of the Business, Austin Knight, and Perfection, Bryce Ketterley. Looks like the Gunslinger, Matt Asadar, is going to start off first for his team. Across the ring, it will be Austin Knight, apparently, beginning first for his team.
There is absolutely no love lost between these two also.
Oh, you better believe that. These two have been around the horn so many times here and in Pulse for that Pulse Championship. These two no stranger to each other at all. You notice they know each other so well, neither of them are in any hurry to rush in there and potentially make a mistake. You're not going to see that here in this match. There they are, face to face, collar and elbow tie up in the center of the ring. Our main event now officially underway. And never passing up an opportunity to talk trash is Austin Knight. Extended collar and elbow tie up here. And look at that, Austin stomping right on the foot of the Gunslinger. It's not very technically sound. It certainly isn't pretty, but it's effective. Knife edge chop right there. You can hear that reverberating throughout the entire building here. It goes right back to the foot stomp. Austin takes the overhand wrist lock here. Perfection, Bryce Ketterley waiting patiently in the corner for his opportunity to get in the match here. Nice reversal into a hammerlock right there from the Gunslinger. Curious situation here concerning Samantha Foxy. Who attacked her in the back? There's a shove off right there from the Gunslinger all the way back to the ropes. Look at that leg lariat right there. Using that momentum from the ropes, Austin Knight used that to make that leg lariat just a little more powerful, taking the 6'11" Gunslinger right off his feet, now stomping on the midsection repeatedly.
It's that classic aggression out of Austin Knight right there, but that is just impressive on the leg lariat to be able to get 7 feet in the air.
He just didn't miss the opportunity to get right in Knight's face. Here comes Austin off the ropes.
He didn't.
And Matt catches a beautiful sidewalk slam right there from the Gunslinger. Caught him coming right off those ropes, and here comes Matt with a head of steam here. Big elbow drop right to the midsection of the Diamond of the Business, followed by a fist drop right off the skull. Took a quick look over at Bryce Ketterley, making sure he wasn't doing anything out of order there. Big elbow drop right to the knee of Austin Knight. Once again, taking a look over that corner is to say to Bryce Ketterley, if you want some, get on in here. And now turn that stomp. Oh, did you see that right there?
That was nice.
That looked like a nice whirlwind kick right there from the Gunslinger. Here's going to be a tag, and now we're going to get the United States champion, the Architect of Annihilation, Knight, into the match. Meanwhile, across the ring, Austin Knight struggling to get back up to his feet. Knight now the legal man. And now he's right in the face of the diamond of the business. And Knight cinches in that front face lock.
You know, if there's one thing that can't be said about Austin, he is just phenomenal at making enemies.
Oh, well, he does it like no other, that's for sure. Look at this delayed vertical suplex right there from Knight, holding the man in place, letting all the blood flow right to the head. Well, they could take a regular suplex and make it a devastating suplex. Look at the length of time he is holding him right in place. That has to be at least a good 30, 40 seconds right there. Finally drops him with the suplex. That is impressive right there from the United States champion. And here comes Knight off the ropes here. Look at that big leg drop right off the ropes. Bryce Ketterley once tagged into this match here. Knight going for a cover. Count of one. Count of two. Only a 2 count. Don't forget, folks, Austin Knight does hold a briefcase. Inside that briefcase is a contract, the Diamond of the Business contract, which gives him the opportunity to challenge for Knight's United States Championship anytime he sees fit. Bryce is trying to reach in there and get a tag, but Austin's just too far away. And look at that. Standing, shining Knight right there. Could be an instinctive maneuver right there from Austin, but it worked. And now there's the tag perfection. Bryce Ketterley now the legal man. He has an opportunity now to get against the compromised Architect of Annihilation. Knight just had his bell rung by that standing, shining Knight. Now Bryce Ketterley going to work here. He holds the record for the undefeated streak, 28-0. Right now Matt Asadar sits at 20-0. Look at that big drop kick right there from perfection. 8 wins separates Matt Asadar from tying that record. A second drop kick right there from Bryce.
Right, he's not sitting still. He is keeping on the offensive.
He certainly is. Using those ropes for extra added momentum. A third drop kick right to the face of the Architect of Annihilation. Staying on top of the man, going right for a pickup here. Perfection, Bryce Ketterley. And you heard Austin say, hit him with the drop kick again. It's only going to improve his looks. Look at this snap suplex right there from Bryce. Nipping right back up to the standing position there. Asadar's trying to reach for a tag, but Knight is way too far away. And Bryce is right over there in his face taunting him. That's not really something you want to do when you got a 6'11" guy staring right back at you.
Bryce showing how he got it done. Those drop kicks and that speed right there, that's what got him to 28.
3 of them in a row. Perfection going for a pickup here. Here's a whip into the corner rather. And of course Austin's right there to grab a handful of hair.
Dangerous real estate for Knight.
Holding him in place. Looks like Bryce Ketterley's going to go cross country here. He's clearly got something in mind. But what could it be? That's a risky gamble right there to charge in like that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Running high knee lift right there. That time it worked. Because Knight just got clocked. And he's in the wrong corner to be trapped in. Because Austin Knight is right there. Well, that just knocked him out of the corner. Here comes Bryce.
Not sure if he knows where he is.
Oh, Knight caught him coming in with a single knee face buster. He's not the United States champion for nothing, folks. He just caught Bryce Ketterley.
Was sheer instinct.
Oh, bouncing right off that knee of Knight. You know, Bryce ought to be thanking his lucky stars that Knight didn't still have those chains wrapped around it from a week ago at Frostbite. You can see the gunslinger trying to reach into the ring to get a tag. He wants back into this match so badly it hurts. The Knight is way too far away to make the tag. There's a whip into the corner. Bryce hits a neutral corner hard. Here comes Knight. He looks like he's heading cross country. Here he comes. And now it's Knight's turn with the running high knee lift there. That just rung the bell of perfection. Done. He's not done yet. Here he comes in once again. And he just stops in midstream. And now look at this, signaling here. Looking over at the gunslinger. That record first and foremost in mind. There's a tag. Matt Asadar, the legal man here. Bryce Ketterley incapacitated up against that corner. And Matt Asadar is rested. He is ready to go here against the man who holds the record for the longest undefeated streak, 28-0. Right now, Matt Asadar, the gunslinger, sits at 20-0, 8 wins separating the two. Asadar is daring Bryce to get out of the corner. Big splash right there from the 6'11" gunslinger. And a vicious knife edge chop there.
Like getting hit with a Mack truck, Johnny.
That's like getting hit with a frying pan. A nice hot one, too. That big hand. Look at that belly suplex right there from the gunslinger. Do you see how far across the ring that put perfection? Nice belly to belly there. And it's a devastating move when executed by a normal person. But when you got a guy 6'11" doing it, just think of that extra momentum there. Here's a cover, count of 1, count of 2. Only a 2 count. You know, you would ask Matt Asadar about that undefeated streak. He would tell you he's not really thinking about it. Yeah, sure, it's a nice accolade to have, but I'm pretty sure that Matt Asadar would rather have a championship instead. Oh, did you see that? Good grief. Bryce just stuck the fingers right in the eyes of Matt Asadar, and I'll tell you what, a nice thumb to the eye will stop the biggest, most powerful competitors.
Your friend up there would call that a palm thrust.
He certainly would. And now, knife edge chop right there from Bryce.
Austin's holding Matt back while Bryce is teeing off on him.
And there's a tag. Now Austin Knight is the legal man. Of course, Bryce has got to a count of 5 to get out of there, so they're going to take full advantage of that double team as long as they can. Not Knight, but Austin Knight is working over Asadar with a series of knee lifts right to the midsection. Referee's telling Bryce Ketterley to get out of the ring. In fact, he's up to a count of 2. Here comes Bryce in once again with a big drop kick right to the face of the gunslinger. He better get out of there. He's risking disqualification here. The referee's up to a count of 4, and finally, Perfection exits the ring. But here comes the diamond of the business with a running AP shot right there.
Man, did you hear the impact on that one?
That's one of those moves that Austin Knight is known for. Standing, shining Knight, the AP shot, and the Nightfall 2.0. We're going to see that before this is over with.
See, and the one thing that Austin and Bryce are doing right now, they are keeping each other fresh, constant tags, constant rotation.
That's the key.
Keeping Matt and Knight separated from their partners, keeping them in that corner.
They've cut the ring in half is what they've done, and that's what you want to do in any tag team match. Matt Asadar's in a bad way because he's just been on the receiving end of nonstop punishment from Bryce Ketterley and Austin Knight. Knight is trying to reach in for a tag. Asadar's got to get closer because he's all the way in the wrong corner. Look at that. Bryce Ketterley went for a moonsault there, but Matt Asadar got out of the way. Finally, rolling back over to his own corner. There's a tag. Knight now the legal man. Now here we go between Knight and Perfection Bryce Ketterley. Bryce is trying to get it together here in the match. He's face to face with Knight. Boy, Matt Asadar, he's taking a beating over there. He's trying to get it together in the corner. And a combination of flurry of strikes right there from the United States champion. Just punishing the daylights out of Bryce Ketterley. Elbows, fists. Nice back elbow right there from Knight. You can hear Asadar in his own corner telling Knight to end this. Let's finish it. And Knight going up to the second rope, dropping fists on top of Perfection Bryce Ketterley. He is just wearing out Bryce. Bryce staggering out of the corner. He doesn't know where he is at this point. Here comes, he went for a clothesline there, but Knight rolled underneath it. Now Knight from behind. Look at that bulldog right there from the United States champion.
Great move, great agility right there from the champ.
Knight is looking pretty good tonight. Now he's right in the face of Austin. Little turnabout's fair play there, I would say.
Matt getting a little agitated over there, seems slapping a turnbuckle, telling Knight to end it.
Oh, it doesn't matter how much punishment the gunslinger takes. He wants in the match regardless. And look at Knight. He is set. He is ready to execute here. Keep your eyes on Austin outside the ring there. I don't think Knight even sees him. Oh, he just grabbed the legs of Knight, and that got the attention of the United States champion. He turns his attention around to Austin. And that gives Perfection, the Bryce Ketterley, the opportunity to get back to a standing position here. Well, the distraction apparently successful there from Austin. Here comes Perfection charging right in. Big drop kick right to the United States champion, right into the turnbuckles. Nowhere for Knight to go. He had to eat the full brunt of that drop kick.
Got just enough of a delay, just enough of a window of opportunity.
Is he going to the well a fourth time here? Looks like he could be. Here it comes. But no, Knight got out of the way at the last instant. Back to his own corner. There's the tag. Matt Asadar, the legal man. It's Matt Asadar and Perfection Bryce Ketterley. Now the legal man in this match.
Great job by Knight getting out of the way right there.
It was a blind tag, actually. And look at Knight just flying across that ring. Suicide dive takes Austin right off the apron down to the floor. And Matt Asadar, it's Bryce Ketterley wondering what the hell's happened. He doesn't see Asadar right behind him. Are we going to see a six-shooter here? And there it is, folks, six-shooter. Into a cover. Count of one, count of two, and three.
And another one for the gunslinger.
21-0. Well, that's a tag team match. I don't know that one counts. But victorious nonetheless. The gunslinger, Matt Asadar, and the United States champion, the architect of annihilation, Knight, victorious over Perfection, Bryce Ketterley, and the diamond of the business, Austin Knight, here tonight on Friday Night Edge. Great matchup here.
You see what Matt just said to Bryce right there. He told him that's twice now that Matt has pinned Bryce right in the middle of the ring.
Well, the six-shooter of the gunslinger gets it done once more tonight. Well, I guess it does count. Was 8 wins, now is 7, 21-0 in VWE competition. Wasn't sure it counted because it was a tag team match, but yep, it does count. Now there's a handshake there, a sign of mutual respect between Knight and Matt Asadar. Did you hear what Austin just said to Bryce? He said, "Walk to the back by yourself, you loser."
Well, Austin's never been the most respectful person in VWE.
I've never been much of a team player. Nonetheless, that was our main event.